the money I gave him was basically my rent money. I'm an implementer. I'm a really huge risk taker. But I literally gave him my rent money. I told him, yo, Brooks, this is my rent money. We got to make this shake. I 5x that investment in 3 days. It was crazy
Hmm.
as hell. It was just crazy. And I literally just did what he told me to do.
All right. So I'm here with my boy Jeremy. Jeremy is a past client of mine. He has, man, completely turned his business around. And Jeremy, I'm really not going to say that much. I want you to come in and share a little bit about where were you before you started working with us, and then where you're at right now.
Well, before, well, one, I was in Florida. I live in Texas now.
Mhm.
Working with Brooks, I'm actually able to move, literally change your lifestyle. Um, I had like all the puzzle pieces. I always tell them about this, but I had all the puzzle pieces. I just didn't know what to do with it. And he saw that in me. He was like, yo, you're an implementer and you got everything it takes. You just need to you just need a system. You need like direction. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, we got signed up and he took me through and boom. Ironically enough, it actually happened right before the lockdown. And I got pretty good traction before lockdown as far as getting launched. So that was really exciting. But then when lockdown happened, just like things like almost exponentially increased because it's like now everybody needed some kind of online presence as far as fitness, somebody they kind of can trust. And
Hmm.
Brooke kind of like put me in that position like to win. It was kind of like what do you call a bomb waiting to blow or something or whatever the analogy is insert here. But yeah.
Nice. Now, Jeremy, knowing that you had all the puzzle pieces, right? And knowing that you are a implementer, meaning an action taker, but you weren't able to quite put the puzzle pieces together on your own. How did you feel knowing that you knew that you had the potential to actually do it, but you couldn't actually do it on your own?
Well, I mean, honestly, I I know I have great potential, but I didn't know I needed a coach until he told me I needed a coach. Because like the things he was telling me, like I didn't even know I had the puzzle piece. I just thought I had some little thing here and there. But he looked at like what I was doing. He was like, "Dude, you're literally sitting on a gold mine." I was like, "I didn't know." And so it really took him. I would never been in a seat on my own. Like I was literally charging people like $50 for like a
Hmm.
month, and it was like super accountability too. Like running bone dry, doing in-person sessions and trying to do this online thing because I didn't think online was worth anything. But then he helped me unlock that potential. He helped me um, broaden my perspectives and understand the true value that my online product brought. And with that, I was able to take it like 10 times more serious. And that really kind of just propelled things forward.
Hmm. So once you understood that you were on a gold mine, but you had to do things in a certain order to be able to get the value that you're actually worth, that's when everything really changed for you, right?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. How's your business do after that? After from coming from selling a fitness program for $50 per month now to selling, I mean, I don't know your prices, but you're charging a bigger price. What are you charging right now?
Like right now, like you get into the full fledged program, like you're looking at 1,500.
Nice. Nice. And so you moved from where you were you at before, Florida to Houston?
I mean, what am I? Austin, Texas now. At first, I was gonna wait like 2 years to make that leap, kind of stack up and save up. But
Hmm.
yeah, like after 3 months, literally working with Brooks, I was like, yo, we're moving this year. We got to shake
Yeah.
the table. And
Yeah.
like like I just removed the limiting beliefs. Like
Hmm.
the income was coming in. It was systematic. It was strategic, and it just made things way more predictable.
Hmm. So your implementation didn't change, meaning you taking action didn't necessarily change, right? You as a person didn't necessarily change. It was actually the process of what you were doing and knowing how to do it that actually changed.
Yeah, that's basically what changed. Like I'm like I still am, but I'm like a heavy guerrilla marketer. I'm just gonna do whatever it takes to try and
Yeah.
get to my bottom line.
Hmm.
But then like with Brooks, that's when I learned strategic things. Hey, do this on this day, do this at this time, say this in this moment. Don't say this in a DM, say that. Like little stuff like that, he taught me along the way, really helped me to kind of see certain things. And now it's all the way to a point where the way somebody books a call, I know if they're more likely to sign up or not. But I learned that just from working with Brooks and being able to get in front of people like that and get that experience.
Nice, nice. How's that changed you as a person though? Because I just said that you didn't change, but the truth is that you actually did change. You actually did become a different version of yourself to be able to actually implement all of these different strategies, right? So how has your thought process changed looking over your business from where you were before to where you are currently, just on a mindset? You said we when we worked together, we broadened your horizon a little bit. Share how your horizon was broadened. What happened?
Well, first, I saw it was possible. I mean, he gave me like we had this conversation. I gotta tell the story for him because it's the only way I can like make this make sense to whoever's watching this. But like I literally reached out, one, trying to become a client. I didn't know he business coaching or not. And I just reached out and he responded. And we got in the whole conversation. He think I'm looking for a fitness program. I'm like, no, I need a coach. Like, do you do that? And from there, he was like, yeah, so I charge this much. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. That's a lot. But then, he was like, okay, well, you have this goal. I only charge this much. Is that really a big difference? Like little stuff like that helps us like broaden my mindset. I was like, okay, cool. I'm an implementer, and you're saying this that third works. You even gave me some little tricks and tips to do before our actual setup call for everything, and I implemented those little itty bitty things he told me to do. I can't remember what they were, but it was like some script things he told me to try out, and it worked. I'm like, okay, if he gave me this, and I hadn't even spent money with the dude yet, like, so the money I gave him was basically my rent money. I'm an implementer. I'm a really huge risk taker. But I literally gave him my rent money. I told him, yo, Brooks, this is my rent money. We got to make this shake. I 5x that investment in 3 days. It was crazy as hell. It was just crazy. And I literally just did what he told me to do. And I'll probably say the first thing about broadening my perspective was, I guess you could probably say I was like a know-it-all, but I've kind of came to a point where like, you know what? Let me not try to reinvent the wheel. There's got to be somebody out here that knows the tricks of the trade, knows what to do, and that's when I found him. And funny enough, I actually found him through a client who was like, "Oh my God, he's so hot." Yeah, this swole guy out in California. That's how I found him, and yeah, but yeah, like once I did that initial investment with him, and I 5x that, and then like the ball just kept freaking rolling, like, and I was like, okay, holy cow. He had me like creating systems around the business. He had me with a calendar. He had me with a daily to-do list. Hey, you need to make sure you get X, Y, and Z done every day, like non-negotiables. Like I never had these things. And I was able to broaden my mindset through that, but then also translate those expectations to my clients. So literally working with him and how structured he was. Like he was using Google Calendar. I wasn't doing any of that. I was just texting people, hey, this time. Like it wasn't like set up, professional, timely, none of that. So like I basically kind of like started taking myself way more serious. From taking myself way more serious, other people saw that, and I get more serious results now, both for my business and for my clientele.
Mm, nice, man. Nice. Well, here's the thing, man. The reason, from what I'm hearing from you, one of the big monumental moments from your growth is that you had to switch your mindset from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. You thought you knew it all, and you knowing it all only left you at a certain level, right? When you said, okay, hold on, I don't know it all. Let me kind of open up and see who else is doing it around me. And you place the ego aside a little bit, man, that 5x your income. That's what happened when you were like, okay, let me open up a little bit and figure out who else has done it. That openness has led you to more income. That openness has led you to more structure with your business. And that structure with your business transferred over to structure with your clients. They're also seeing more results. Their structure in their day to day life. They have their structure around their food, they have their structure around the workouts. And that's all in relationship to the head, and that's you. you becoming more structured, you becoming more open-minded. And you see how that works. It's just really cool how things really just fall into place as a result from starting from the top, going down in the business. And once you got yourself right, everything else kind of like opened itself too. Would you agree with that?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. So before you started working with me, how much were you making per month?
Online, probably like 300, maybe $200. And
Okay.
then like in total with the online and my local people, take home was probably like 2K.
Nice. Nice. Okay. And then afterwards, I mean, afterwards, how much did you start making?
My main source became online. Like, so I literally replaced, like, I had no in-person clients. I just started taking in-person clients again, like this year in March. So like
Nice.
I went from basically I started from scratch. So in
Hmm.
January 2020, I had a baby of an online business, no clients in it. First
Hmm.
week brought in 2K. January we closed in total 3,400. Again, this is all online. No I had no in-person clients anymore. And then all the ones in person changed no so for another day. But then February came, 4,600. Literally a 25% increase in I'm like, holy cow. And then we did the same thing in March, ended up making my first 10K in 3 months. And I'm like, yo, normally it takes me about 8 months in a year to make this much money. I
Right.
just did it in
Yeah.
three. And
Yeah.
things just kept rolling. I think I hit my first 5K month maybe like June or that May, I think.
Hmm.
And then things
Hmm.
just it just kept going from there, you know. And I
Yeah.
had my I had my letdowns, you know,
Yeah.
because sometimes it was kind of amazing that I even did what I did because he would tell me to do boom boom boom, I would do boom boom, he would say do ABC, I'd be doing A and a little bit of B sometimes, but it was
Hmm.
still working, and so that's what I'm kind of going through now. I mean, I even like it was just amazing. Like I even jumped back in with him. Like we did a whole year almost, and then I took a break. I came back for another 3 months. Like,
Hmm.
and when I came back, I hit my second highest month this year. Like it was just like I'm a firm believer of coaches and stuff like that, and I think, yeah, I don't remember the question, but
It's okay. I mean, you built a business where you're now able to run 100% online without in-person clients, and before you were only making so much just to pay the bills, but now you're living good. Your whole business is online. You're hitting new record months, and you have structure. That's what it's really all about. That's the before and after with this business. It's having more freedom, and the biggest thing I want to share about this and with you is that the reason why you got more freedom is because you became more structured with what you're doing. And that's like the biggest moment here is because you start following the rules. When you don't follow the rules, you see what happens. And then when you do follow the rules, you see what happens. So basically, what I'm trying to say is you got to have the right inputs to get the right outputs. And you did that. You did that exact same thing. So congratulations. If What kind of advice would you give to somebody right now who may be on the fence with starting their personal training business, and they may be having those self doubts that you had, where they don't have a lot of money in the bank and all they have is their rent money? Kind of share with people, your advice for taking the leap. And, what kind of advice would you give somebody right now who would be in that same kind of position?
I think the best advice is you want somebody to hire you for your service and take the leap for you and put money in your bank, but you won't hire somebody to grow your business.
Hmm.
Like logically, how does that make sense? Like you want to coach somebody, but you're afraid of being coached,
Hmm.
And when I like for me, when I got away from that know-it-all mindset, like that's a limiting belief. And I had to remind myself, yo, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're not going to grow. You're going to stay exactly where the hell you're at. And like that's why I came back to Brooks. I needed some more help with some things, and he gave me some clarity on the exact things that I needed, even in that short 3 month time. But so probably top three things is one, get a damn coach. Like just get a coach. Like I'm a clear example of why. Two is you got to implement though. Like people will hire a coach, just like with your fitness clients. Whoever's listening to this, they'll hire you and they just expect results. Like, no, you actually got to come to the gym. Like, you actually have to, or actually have to check off your workouts. You got to check in with me. I have to be able to actually coach you. So, but you got to implement the work. Um, and then the third thing was that was a good one. I forgot, but let's just stick with those two.
That's cool, man. Dude, you know what? I feel like fitness and business go hand in hand. They really do. The same way we approach our fitness journey, the same way we should really approach the business journey as well. Because sometimes, say for instance, you get a new fitness program and you half-ass it and you kind of do a little bit of part A, but you don't do a little bit of part B. You get so results, right? But when you follow the plan, you follow the nutrition plan, you do the cardio, you do the workout, you're gonna get the results. Same thing goes with this. When you have a plan and you get guidance from somebody who's already done it, who's already had success with it, and they say, hey, do this, this, and this, and then you do it, you're going to get results. So, having a coach, you need a coach in all aspects of life. I have three, and I just hired another one. You don't even know this, I just hired a voice coach too. So I can get prepared to do more podcasting and get me on YouTube a little bit more. I have a finance coach, I got a business coach, I got a mindset coach, now I got a voice coach. I'm not scared to invest in myself because I know other people are investing in me. And it's a ripple effect. The knowledge that I have by investing in myself, I get to pass down to my coaches and make them great. And the same thing goes with anybody who's watching this who wants to be a coach. You got to invest in yourself and get that knowledge so you can pass that down to your clients so they can get faster results. Where in the name of the game is faster results, but also sustainable results. So you have to have the knowledge to be able to do both. You have to work fast and you have to have the knowledge to teach your clients to sustain the results, right? So they go hand in hand. It's a really unique relationship, and they run in parallel. So, Jeremy, you came a long way, bro. I mean, you really did. You knocked it out of the park with your transformation, with your business, the transformation with your mindset. I mean, just even going through through the pandemic, as tough as it was, and coming out on top, running your own business, just think about how many small businesses failed out there and you're still going. How many
I just saw
businesses
a post about
closed their
that.
doors? Yeah, how many businesses closed their doors and you're still going and you built yours? You doubled 5x your business during a pandemic when people are at home like in panic mode. They're out of work. You're increasing your revenue. And yes, times did get hard, but you stuck with it. And that's all that matters, man. It's a daily race and you stuck with it and you're still running. What's next for you?
Next, man, like 2022, like I'm tracking everything. Like that's one thing that's very impactful. I tracked some of September, but I kind of dropped the ball. I couldn't find my numbers for the rest of them. But when you told me like about tracking, like that really helped bring me clarity because numbers don't lie. So like I tracked my October. October ended up actually being great for me. It was kind of like on the but then last minute, like I'll just put in the work. I'm like, let me just do what he said to do. Do what he said to do. And it just so happened like that one day I just put that switch. Hey, client came rolling through the door again. Um, so what's next for me is next year we got a big goal, man. Like I feel like I can push 150. It's gonna
Yeah.
take a lot, but I feel like just our first year together and the little bit of time we did here in 2020 and 2021 were like really like laying the groundwork for me. So like when 2022 hits, like the systems are in place, structure is there. I just gotta show the hell up. Like I gotta
Yep.
just put the work in. It's simple as
Yep.
that.
Yep. That's
So
it. Simple as that.
it's do the damn
Show
job.
up.
I might even hire somebody next year. Like we're moving. I have big plans, but I wouldn't even be able to make these planning strategies if I didn't have the initial guidance from Brooks. Like that's like wholeheartedly, not just like pumping up the interview. Like that's real. It's real talk.
No, I appreciate it, man. And yeah, your next step would be to hire somebody. You probably need an assistant coach to help take some of the stress off of you because the next step is actually becoming more of a creator, right? Being in a visionary state for your business while hiring somebody to do the day-to-day operations for your community, right? And then that's how you continue to scale and you continue to build it out from there. So when that time comes, we'll definitely link back up for that. But man, you got to this point on your own. So congratulations. You're definitely approved, man. I don't think I need to give you a stamp of approval, but dude, seriously, I'm proud of you, bro. This is awesome. Great work.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man.
As a fitness coach, what's the best way to grow and scale your business online using Instagram and TikTok without posting a bunch of content or doing challenges just to make a couple of $100 a month? I am so tired of seeing so many confused yet motivated trainers get this wrong. If you're looking to create an actual business that you can rely on for consistent revenue, like $10,000 to $30,000 a month from online personal training, then listen up. I know how you feel. I've been there too, but here's what I found. What you need is a simple process to attract high quality leads, convert your followers into dollars, and then enroll your leads into your coaching business. Now, if you want to learn how to do this, I want to give you this free Instagram marketing video tutorial that will help you attract, convert, and enroll high quality clients into your online coaching business. Click the button over here and you can download it for free. Now, included with this free training, you'll also get access to our DM script template, so you never have to worry about saying the wrong things ever again when someone asks for your help. Now, this template will also help you book more calls and get you started on the right path. Click over here and you can download it now.